Ghostrunner
Oh!
is an action platformer developed by Slipgate Ironworks and One More Level and published by All In Games and 505 Games. The game takes place in a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk world where most of humanity was killed in a global cataclysmic event.
It's a well-known fact that an asteroid impact is one of the things that can cause global mass extinction.
The surviving humans were brought to Dharma Tower, a tower-like structure made from different layers to protect them. This tower was designed by the architect. He is also the first one to greet the Ghostrunner, a cyber ninja warrior, after he awakens from his 3 PM afternoon nap.
I just woke up.
The architect orders the nameless Ghostrunner to free his preserved consciousness so he can repair his systems, which will help him in stopping Dog Org from whatever her plan is. Dog Org,
Hello, Peter.
also known as Mara, is the lady in the intro cutscene. Here, she kills the architect, known as Adam, when he still was a human. She then gives the Ghostrunner a goodnight kiss before he takes his nap,
Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
and also puts all the other Ghostrunners to sleep. The Ghostrunners were Adam's enhanced superhuman police force, tasked with protecting the tower from inner conflict, and they obviously fared very badly. But kind of understandable when the enemy has an Amazon Fire TV stick which can instantly shut you down. So, after a while the Ghostrunner awakens and, still sleepy from the nap, makes his way to find Adam, to regain his abilities and to find answers to what happened while he was asleep. Just let me tell you right now, play this game with a mouse and keyboard on the PC. Maybe the PS4 and Xbox are also fine, but whoever bought the game for the Switch, you have my condolences. Holy shit. The game is not just laggy there, it runs on 30 FPS and you have to play with a controller. I know, many people like to play games that have an equal perspective with a controller, but I definitely prefer a mouse and keyboard. I remember a childhood friend telling me it's actually better to play FPS games with a controller.
Your opinion is wrong.
Anyway, playing the game on the Switch I quit after 15 minutes, but I knew that the game isn't bad, so I wanted to try it again with an actual setup. And don't tell anyone I taught you this, but you can get the game from different sites for less than 10 euros. Okay, now that that is out of the way, let's talk about the gameplay. It is fantastic. Haven't played such a joyous parkour game since Dying Light.
Finally, some good fucking food.
It takes a bit to get into the game, but once you get the hang of it, it's real freaking good. You can jump, dash and wall jump, and use a grappling hook. Dashing in the air, you activate the bullet time, where you can dodge right or left for the duration, and afterwards dash in the direction you're looking. This is needed since the enemies have a, well, you could say nearly an aimbot. Just take a look. All of this culminates in one of the finest platformer experiences of the genre. Learning the game, you get some great moments where all of the things work flawlessly together, and you think to yourself,
Damn, boy!
this is fun. Dying is no problem since you instantly respawn at the last automatic save point, which is generously placed before a fight, which is nice because I died, yeah, let's just say more than once. Progressing in the game, you get new active and passive skills. You always have one active skill active, like an instant kill dash or a long range projectile, but these can be switched on the spot. Passive skills unlock bonuses like a second dash or a longer bullet time, which makes your character even deadlier. And the gameplay can be adjusted to one's playstyle since you have to choose them yourself in a Tetris-like manner. The enemy variation is great and challenging since you need to adjust your fighting strategy depending on the type of enemies, like a shield dude who can only be killed from behind,
Oh my.
or a weeaboo who you have to tell that their favorite anime is actually shit
Reality check.
before you can kill him. Collectibles are scattered throughout the level, which tell you more about the world, but I don't read these, because I'm not a nerd. You also get audio logs, but the only worthwhile collectibles for me are the sword skins. The world design is great. The developers created a fascinating and interesting cyberpunk world. Most of the time you aren't really looking at the environment since you just want to go fast, but the backgrounds are actually very detailed and sometimes pretty to look at. Especially the typical cyberpunk bright neon colored environments are very neat. flashy lights make my brain go,
Oh yeah.
The music is fantastic and strongly supports the gameplay loop, especially in the later levels when I got accustomed to the skills and could focus on more than just not dying. I can only recommend the music of the composer Danny Deluxe and find myself enjoying it even though it's not really my type of genre, which says a lot about the combination of the gameplay and the music. One thing that bothered me is that the main character sometimes uncontrollably runs against every environmental obstacle in his way, like in a corner, which can lead to some very wacky and annoying deaths.
Stuck! You're stuck! Please!
But since this is my own fault and mostly avoidable if I just play better, it wasn't that frustrating. I did not encounter a lot of bugs, but one major bug occurred in one of the Cybervoid levels where you get new skills. Here, the skill bar wouldn't fill up, which was necessary to complete the level. So, I restarted the level, which also didn't help. Good thing I found a Reddit post which said that you should unequip your passive skills, which actually worked. Still, kind of annoying that the bug isn't fixed. And it is actually known for like 4 months now. But okay, at least there is a solution and I was able to progress in the game. Right now I have 3 hours of playtime and I hope that there is still more to see. The game has some great replayability and extra modes which add more to the experience. Like I told you before, you can easily get the game in sale for peanuts, but it's also definitely worth 30 euros, especially when other publishers release their unfinished product for 60 euros upwards. With Ghostrunner you get a well-polished experience which will keep you on the hook for a while. Maybe it even gets a place in my catalog of games I pick up every 2 to 3 years, like for example Dying Light 1 or Hyper Light Drifter. As always, thank you for watching, I'm Harry Derry and see you in the next video.
It's much quicker this way.